The movie sets in late 2007. President Bush declared victory over the war between Iraq and America. Matthew and Isaac were sent to a pipeline site to watch over the site as an unknown sniper killed all American soldiers and workers. They were hiding behind a wall trying to figure out where exactly the sniper could be hiding. Matthew got tired as they had been under the scorching sun for over 20 hours and had not seen any movement or sound. He decides to go down to where the bodies are and retrieve a radio from one of the dead soldiers. Isaac tries to convince him not to go as he strongly believes that an Iraq sniper is nearby. Matthew said there was no way an Iraqi man could kill those people that fast. So, he goes down and asks that Isaac covers him. Matthew inspected the bodies and noticed that they all died from headshots. He informs Isaac about this, but Isaac was having an issue with the camera lens as it was becoming blurry. He immediately set to look into the problem. Isaac asked Matthew to try and see if he could locate where the sniper was hiding. But as Matthew tries to see, he gets shot. Isaac, seeing this, rushes to help Matthew as he runs in a zigzag movement trying to dodge the sniper's shot. Matthew shouts that he goes back to contact the headquarters for backup, but Isaac insists he will not leave him. Unfortunately, the sniper's bullet hit him in the leg. Seeing he could be killed in no time, Isaac took cover behind a wall. Matthew calls out to him and tells him to contact headquarters for backup. On the other hand, Isaac tries to tie his wound with a belt to prevent blood from flowing. Later, he picks up the radio and tries to contact the headquarters, but the radio can't find any frequency. He looks closely at the radio and discovers that a bullet has damaged the antenna, thus making it impossible for them to contact anyone for help. He relates this to Matthew. Knowing they couldn't get help from outside, Matthew then asked Isaac to try and spot the sniper's location so he could aim at him. On the other hand, Isaac tries to create a hole in the wall but injures his finger. He gets his eyes on the sniper's location and tries to communicate this information to Matthew but discovers that he has passed out due to blood loss and pains from the shot. Isaac decides to use the opportunity to remove the bullet from his leg and bandage the leg and sleeps off after this. He wakes up to a sound from his radio. Seems like an officer from the base was trying to contact them. He became happy and requested medical supplies from the officer, who requested his location and ID. As the officer replied, Matthew began to examine the bullet he had extracted from his leg. The officer from the other end asked that Matthew send his challenge code so they could bring the medical supplies. Isaac got suspicious and asked who the officer was. He began to doubt the officer when the person from the other end asked him to stand and shoot in the air. He then began to focus on the voice from the other end as he discovered that the accent was not that of an American. He realized that the Iraq sniper had hacked into the American base radio frequency. He immediately tries to reach the base, but they can't hear him. The Iraq sniper continues to ask Isaac more questions even though his identity is known. He was trying to know more about Isaac as he asked him some personal questions. Isaac asked him to go first with the introduction. After a while, the sniper tells Isaac he is just a civilian. He took this as an opportunity to start sketching the site's map on the ground as he tried to calculate the exact position of the sniper. The sniper continues with his discussion. When he said he was just a normal civilian, Isaac scoffs, saying he was a terrorist killing people trying to improve his economy. The sniper replies that he knows the money was not for Iraq but for America. He tries to get Isaac to talk about his family, to which the latter replies no. He then threatens to shoot Matthew if Isaac doesn't comply by answering his questions. He also mentioned Dean. One of Isaac's friends was killed during the war. This triggers Isaac's attention, and he asks how the sniper knew about Dean, to which the sniper says he noticed that Isaac was still carrying Dean's scope around even though it was broken. Isaac tries to drink from his water can. Still, he realizes it is empty as the sniper has purposely aimed at it, the radio antenna, and his knee, so it would be impossible for Isaac to escape. After looking at his scope, Matthew discovers that the sniper is hiding in a pile of trash. Knowing how difficult it was to shoot in such a position, Isaac concludes that the sniper was a pro, as he calls him Juba, but the sniper says he was just a regular Iraqi man. The sniper tries to mimic the American way of speaking. Hearing this, Isaac concludes that the sniper in U.S. Army turned his back to betray them. As the sniper continues to ask about Dean, Isaac talks about his relationship with Dean and how they used to be close. To this, the sniper replies, saying he will skin Isaac when he dies. Later, Isaac decides to trick the sniper by setting his helmet on a stick with his jacket on it, but the plan fails as the helmet falls off the ground. The wind was blowing, and Isaac decided to use this as an opportunity to go over to where a dead officer's body was. He takes the officer's radio and backpack and returns to his hideout, but the sniper started shooting, falling part of the wall. Isaac took out the snacks and water in the backpack as he breathed in relief. He took out the radio and tried to put it on, but discovered it was dead. He carried his scope and realized it was broken as the sniper had shot at it. As the sniper began telling his tale again, Isaac realized there was an interruption from his radio and noticed it was coming from Matthew's radio. He became happy knowing Matthew was still alive. He calls out to Matthew and informs him of the sniper's position. Matthew removes a shiny emblem from his pocket and looks at the trash heap. He slowly reached out for his rifle as the wind was blowing dust. Isaac was engaging the sniper in a discussion to distract him from Matthew. The sniper returns to his tale, saying he was once a teacher in Baghdad, but a bomb was thrown in his school, killing all his students. He reveals that he was only taking revenge for the death of his students. When he doesn't get a reply from Isaac, he threatens to shoot Matthew, oblivious that Matthew is awake. Isaac replies, saying he goes around with the scope because it holds memories of Dean. He reveals that it was his mistake that led to Dean's death. At the same time, Matthew positions his rifle to the position Isaac told him. To completely distract the sniper, Isaac started shooting in the air. At the same time, Matthew blindly aims at the pile of trash, shooting multiple times. When he was about to reload his rifle, the sniper shot him back, hitting him in the shoulder. Isaac then asks that Matthew come over to his position, but the sniper immediately shoots him in the head, killing him instantly. Seeing this, Isaac breaks down crying, saying he wants to go back home. To this, the sniper said he would allow him to return home if that were really what he wanted. The sniper then asks Isaac why he is still there even though the war is over. There and then, Isaac reveals that he was the one who shot Dean. He said his bullet had hit Dean when he was trying to shoot at a sniper firing at them. He said he had been lying to everyone that the enemy killed Dean. He stopped talking when he got no reply from the sniper. He then hears some noise coming out of the radio transmitter. He crawls to it and tries to contact the base. But luck was not on his side as he only heard their voice, but they couldn't hear his. Suddenly, he hears the sniper using his name to ask for help from the base. They asked what his position was and that of Matthew, to which he replied, saying they were all fine. He requested the backup come as soon as possible as they were getting baked out from the sun. Isaac finally realized that the sniper had been the one contacting the base and requesting help pretending to be an American soldier. And he was the reason why they had come. He became weak and slept off. He wakes up to a crow picking the wound on his leg. He calls out to the sniper from over the radio. When he gets no reply, he ties a rope to a stick and reaches out for Matthew's rifle. Then he positions the rifle. Then he pushed down the wall. The sniper tries to spot his location, but due to the fallen wall's dust, he cannot spot Isaac. After getting the location of the sniper, Isaac aims and shoots, but cannot confirm if he got the sniper. So, he stands up to confirm. Just then, the backup the base sent arrived. He falls to the ground weakly. They carried him and Matthew's body into the plane. He tries to tell them about the hiding sniper, but cannot communicate properly. After the helicopter takes off, the sniper begins shooting the soldiers. Before Isaac can warn them about the sniper's position, the pilot has already been shot. This caused the plane to go down and crash on the ground, killing everyone on it. In the last scene, the sniper calls the base again, disguising himself as an American soldier.